This is the external inspection of the property. There's some considerable movement showing in the trim and the walls, both inside and outside. Up here we can see a lot of rot. There's water leak getting in somewhere, I'm not quite sure where. We'll find out later. We see here we have a falling soffit. It's a fibre soffit board and that needs to be repaired. But my concern is the roof leaking and getting in there. Yeah, there's a lot of water damage along here, and you can see that the beam here is rotting. There's signs of wood destroying insects. We also have a displacement crack starting here. Moving now to the left hand elevation. We have some displacement cracking here of the brickwork, and here the grade is far too high. You can see all the plants are coming up close to this area here. It's going to allow water and insects to get on there, and that will cause further problems. Now we're at the left down elevation. We have windows which the sills are broken on them. Now we've got broken sills on one set of windows. It's almost certain the sills have gone on most of the other windows too. We have more movement here. You can see where the brickwork is moving out and away from the trim work. Now when you get brickwork like this and you get siding, what you've got is a massive expansion crack, and so movement in the building is not quite so obvious, but there are telltale signs of movement here. You see we've got the board moving. Moving now to the rear elevation. Again, we've got more damaged soffits up here. Very poor condition. Now we have a porch covering. It's in very poor condition. You can see this is not stable. The next large windstorm could actually tear this all down. Coming along here, we have the supports. They seem substantial enough, yet old. I would say that this whole structure is a liability because of the weather that we get. You get the wind under there, that could take that away and tear the roof off at the same time. You know, the forces could be enormous. And the condition of this add-on is very poor. Signs of wood rot, and water penetration here all the way around. Moving on inside, we have some badly laid concrete. It's going everywhere. Can't work out where it's draining at the moment. But now we're in here, we could see up at the roof line here how the shingles, looks like there are maybe 2 layers of shingles. We'll find out when we get up there. But there's something odd going on up here because these are in really bad condition. And the actual canopy is resting on the roof. That's a no-no. Structurally that's not good at all, and it's going to cause damage to the shingles, water penetration into the house itself, all of which is not a good thing. And we have movement in the brickwork here. You see these cracks here, movement down there, further movement here, and here you can see how that line, it drops, and you see we've got a line there and it drops there. We come across here, it's dropped, and the wall is moving in this direction. You see the gap here, there's the bottom. Watch as we go up how it opens up. So this end of the building towards the garage is sinking. Moving now to the back of the garage here, you can see we've got further movement here, and you can see the garage door is moving away. This wall here is moving out. More damaged sockets here. We have soffit vents up here, and this one's damaged, and you can see a track where animals are getting in and out up here. We have a Romex cable that's not in a conduit up here. More damage to the soffits here. We're now on the left elevation. We have a lot of erosion. Here you can see that since the building was erected and the foundation was laid, this whole area here has become exposed. And I think that's going to account for the movement we've got at this end of the building. We have exposed post-tension cable ends here, and here, and here. More exposed post-tension cable ends, and you can see here there's a crack in the foundation. Let's see if that's actually repeated around the other side. I didn't notice it when we were coming around. It may be hidden from view due to the structure. No, it doesn't appear to be all the way through. This concrete here is awful. We'll look at that a bit later. Moving on. Where we are at the right elevation. We've had movement in past times, and we've got further movement now. In addition to that, the wall here Yeah, the wall is bowing out here. Let's see if we can get a photograph of that. Oh boy. We have a large displacement here, look. It's actually, the wall is moving, it is displaced, you can see how it's moved out. And we see it's cracking down here, it's cracking here, and then we stand further back. You see this wall is actually now close to collapse. The air conditioning unit's been stolen. Yeah. What I'm trying to ascertain is just how much movement we've got, but I think really it says it all in itself when we come around and look at this displacement of the bricks. So what is actually happening is, you can see a crack is opening up along here, and it's running down to the foundation here. You can see the amount of displacement we've got here, we've got more there. This wall is going to fall down. This is the roof inspection. The roof looks in good condition. Almost, can't prove it, almost new. Yeah, this is a new roof. But you can see, even on the roof here, how the building is starting to move. Can you see those shingles here and here? That's where the roof is starting to move with the building. And we have a raised area here. We've probably got a rafter running down here that's raised. Okay, so I can see why it was really bad down below, because around the soffits, because the roof had been leaking. This is a new flat roof, but it's got lots of dips in it, and water's going to sit there, over here, and that's going to shorten the life of the roof. I'm standing in the right elevation of the property, in the back bedroom. The garage is the other side of this wall. We've got subsidence in the garage, and we've got movement here. You can see across the hair. And this door closes nicely, and that's because it's actually moved. We come inside, you can see here how the gap's opening out as the door closes towards the bottom. Now if we come across here, we've got an opposite problem. The door itself is sticking as we close it. That door closes okay. That one's just touching. Now this one, there's lots of movement here. You can see originally the door would have been up to the top here. And come inside, and you can see how the door has dropped. It's got a sharp angle here, and it's dropped at the bottom. So there's internal evidence of the movement in the property. We're at the front elevation now. Again, the doors are not fitting properly. And there's movement at the baseboard here and a split in the wall over there. We're now into the front middle bedroom, and the door's sticking. Yeah, the door is sticking, not closing properly. You see the rub marks on the top there. We have newly developed cracks here, and here the ceiling is dropping away from the actual floor, so you can see a gap opening up there and this crack coming across here. We're now into the family room, and you can see the stress in the building here, over the top here, and around here. We're in the small bathroom. It's got a slow drain at the tub. We have loose fittings here with poor caulking. Water's going to penetrate. And we have a leak at the sink in the small bathroom. Now the slow drain has been a persistent problem with this property. You can see here, this is a plastic agar, sort of thing a householders use. You plunge it down the drain here to try and clear it. My suspicion is that there may be a problem with the sewer lines, because this is draining very, very slowly. So I'd be suspicious of it from that point of view. Trying to find the other bathroom. Oh, it's down here. Shower's running. Here we have another leak at the missing fittings in several of the rooms. Never one in this particular bedroom. It's very common in this part of the world, well, on the colony anyway, to have a room without light fitting. Missing light fitting. Missing light fitting. So there's at least three light fittings missing. Grading at the front of the building is good, it slopes away. You go to the left elevation, we have a swale. The grading, and the only problem really is these beds. They do allow water to accumulate. However, it is stone, so they should drain. But you've got bushes and you've got trees very close to the foundation. Right elevation, we've got good grading, although down the bottom there you can see it's all eroded, and that's where we've got a problem with the building. Most of the windows, in fact all the windows, the seals have gone on them. They're double glazed, but the seal is broken and therefore there's condensation building in between the panes. Yeah, this one's got a lot of condensation in it. The fridge freezer outlet is protected by the GFCIs, which is incorrect. Refrigerators should be on a non-GFCI outlet. This is the electrical panel, and I can't inspect it inside because it's been boxed in. You can see here, substantial cupboard has been built over the top of it. There's screws here. I can barely get at those, but these ones I can't get at, so I can't take the panel apart. Now, in addition to that, it's a Federal Pacific stab lock panel, and all of these get condemned. I recommend that you have the cabinetry here all taken away and the box inspected by a certified electrician. My recommendation is the panels replaced. We're at the meter. What we're looking for is a grounding bar. There is no grounding bar. This is the air handler. It looks like it's original. It's got all Fox and Jacob numbers all over it. Fox and Jacob were the builders. This is the primary drain line. Now, if that doesn't come out of the wall, the other side here, it does. Now that's probably the water heater. Yeah, that's probably the water heater, and it's almost certain that that primary drain line is plumbed into the water heater line. We've got it. Yeah, that's the water heater. No, that primary drain there is going to go into the sewer. That's going to go into the sewer line. Okay, there is a conduit that's making its way under the slab for the air conditioner. You can see the air conditioner here. The air conditioner is showing quite a lot of signs of rust inside it. And this is the filter. That's not in very good condition. It's okay, it's clean. And yes, and there's a crack running through the foundation, emanating either side of the conduit that takes the air conditioning services under the slab and out to the building. Now, I can't find the downpipe for the primary drain to the air conditioner, so I know from experience that they tend to be directly into the sewer, and if that's the case, there's a good chance methane gas can make its way back up into this building, and that could be an explosive problem. The electrical, the services to the air conditioner, the cold pipes there, and they run under the slab partly way through a conduit, but there's no way I can tell it's conduit all the way. However, that's all got to be replaced because it's been taken out.